A hearty welcome to all my dear students of Sri Gokulam Public School. This is Nida ma'am with you and we are into yet another English online class. I hope you are doing very fine and good. Children, in today's class we are going to discuss on a writing section topic. A rather very interesting and an easy topic it is. It is story writing. Okay, so we have been studying stories for many years now in English. So we know what stories are. We all love hearing to stories. Now we are going to teach you how to write a story. Okay, it is completely based on your creativity. So you have got lots of opportunity to use your brains. Just come out with any sort of imagination and fascination ideas that you have. So it's a really interesting topic. Now, even though you have got all your freedom to use your imagination, certainly there are certain points that you need to remember while writing a story. So we are just going to focus on that main points on story writing. For your CBSE exams this year onwards, there's been a change in the marking scheme of story writing. So till last year it was for 10 marks and for this year it is for 5 marks. Okay, so 5 marks you are going to score in your writing section for story writing, which means that you will have to write about 1 page of your answer sheet. Answer sheet, when I mention, it is not your notebook page, your examination answer sheet, A4 paper, 1 to 1.5 pages for 5 marks of story writing. 1 full page would do. Okay, so that is your story writing marking scheme. Now let me just go through the format and the important things that you need to remember while writing a story. Now, in your question paper, story writing can come in 2 forms. Okay, the question can be asked in 2 forms. The first form is that the opening line of the story would be given to you. Okay, so it could start by telling that Ramu was returning from the tuitions. Suddenly there was a thunder when he looked back, and you have to complete the story. Or it could be that 2 farmers were plowing in the field. Suddenly a bull approached them. One of the farmers ran away. The other stood eye to eye with the bull, and then you have to continue the story from there. So an opening line will be given to you and you will have to continue the story. Over here you have the full freedom and the imagination to take that story from that point to anywhere you like. So in such cases, you should remember that whenever you are continuing the story has to begin with the same lines that it has started off with. Now you cannot say that the story of Ramu, if you are writing the story of Ramu, you cannot say that once upon a time there was a boy named Ramu. Ramu was a very handsome boy. He was tall, lean and very gentle. You cannot start your story like that. The story has to start with Ramu was returning from his tuition class. Okay, that story has to start in that way itself. The other story also you have to start with 2 farmers were plowing in the field and then continue the story. So continuing the story is one form the questions can be asked. Another format is that the complete story will be given as an outline. Okay, the beginning and the ending of the story, the complete story, bits and parts of it will be given in an outline, like it will be put inside a box. For example, it would be like, once upon a time, boy lived with mother. Boy hated mother, had only one eye, always embarrassed, wished mother would disappear. Few years later, so and so, so and so, so many sentences are there. And then saw his mother on cold ground with letter. Boy during childhood met with accident, lost his eye. Mother donated her eye. Boy cried. That is how an outline is given, and now you have to write that complete story. Here the entire story is given to you, and now you have to just develop the story based on the outline given. Okay children, so there you can you can add your imagination over there, but then I would feel that you have to restrict your ideas and imagines to whatever is given in the outline. Okay, so that beginning and the ending and everything of it, the main parts of the story is already given in the outline, so you have to use that while writing the story or developing the story. So have you understood the two methods how the story is given to you? Now what are the main points to remember while you are writing the story? Okay, first of all you have to remember that a title should be written. Very important that title carries 1 mark. Okay, so if the title is not there, then your 1 mark is gone. So very important, title should be written. Then you start the story. Now when you are starting the story, there are some important things that you should remember. That is, the most vital parts of the story is that characters. Okay, characters are very important. The people in the story are called as characters. You have to decide on what character will do what kind of activity, how that character is important in the story. You can also briefly describe the characters if you want. Then the characters need not always be people. You can also include animals as your character. Depending on how the opening line is given to you, you can also use animals also as your characters. So characters are very important. So that is the first thing. Then the second thing that you have to remember, once you have got your characters, then comes your setting. Okay, setting is the place where the story is taking place, is the setting. Okay, now the setting, definitely it is completely your imagination. It could be a village area, it could be a city area, even it could be an out of the world area also, another planet also it can take place. It all depends upon your imagination where your setting or the place is. It does not need to be a real place also. An imaginary fantasy place also can be used for a setting. So characters are there, characters are placed in a setting. Then comes the details or the content of the story. So the content of the story, everything is of your imagination. You can make it realistic by using your imagination, the places. If you are speaking about the weather conditions, you can make it sound as very, as if the readers are standing in the rain or standing in the sun. Or the food, if you are mentioning the smell, the taste, everything, how much you are detailing it, that much the readers will be connecting to the details of it. Then comes the again, all these together is the plot. Okay, the plot has to be structured in such a way that there is a sequence. So whenever first one event is happening, then second event is happening, there should be a connection between the events that is happening. It should be interesting and well connected. That is the important part of the plot. Okay, there should be a problem, there should be a solution, some sort of thrilling should be there. Okay, so that is the plot of the story. So these are the important settings of a story. So once again, let us go through the format of the story writing. Important points: think of a plot, then think about the characters, give it a suitable title. The language should be very simple. Short sentences you have to use. Okay, short sentences, simple sentences you have to use. Maintain coherence. Coherence means connectivity. Logical ideas, one by one connectivity should be there. then it should bring out a moral or a message. Okay, very important that it should contain a message or a moral of the story should be there. There is no need to write in that bottom moral of the story is this. No, your students who are of higher classes, so by reading your story itself the reader should be able to understand the moral of the story. So moral or a message it should contain. Another important point to remember while writing a story is your tense usage. Okay, so if you are writing the story in present tense, the entire story should be in present tense. If you are writing it in past tense, it should be in past tense. So that is very important to use the tenses properly. So that is about story writing. I have given one story as a sample format in your notes. Please read through that story, and one topic also will be given for you to attempt in your review test. So I hope you have understood what story writing is about. Remember the important points and study well. So with this, I'm concluding today's class. Till we meet again in our next class, this is farewell from Nida ma'am. Have a wonderful day and be good children. Thank you.